Welcome to Battleground, and the first thing I want you to know is what the commute will look like if you chose to live here. First and foremost, I took you off of the major freeway known as the I-5 freeway. And when you get off of the exit of Battleground, from that exit to the main street within the heart of Battleground, that's going to be about 15 minutes. And that's because Battleground sits about 16 miles northeast of Vancouver. However, as you can see from this drive here, you have beautiful sceneries, beautiful open spaces, green fields, and it's a smooth drive, not a whole lot of lights, so it really won't take you that much time to get into the heart of Battleground itself. Now, from the heart of Battleground going to downtown Vancouver, it's important to know that's going to be about a 27 to 30 minute drive to get to downtown Vancouver. And of course, that's going to depend on traffic and the time of day that you're traveling. Also, another main thing to know, there are two major fairways that you will be using to get into the heart of the Battleground area. Right now, this fairway that I have you on is called the 502, and this is the one that connects directly off of I-5. However, you can also take another fairway known as the 503, which goes north and south from the heart of downtown Battleground. And you can tell from the drones that you'll see in a moment here that you'll be able to see that fairway. Just so you know, that fairway has a lot of lights connecting you down into the Highway 14, which then will connect you into I-205. So you will have more of a 35 to 45 minute drive if you were to connect in through the fairway known as 503. Other than that, within Battleground itself, you have many smaller communities, and of course you have wide open spaces as you venture outside of the city of Battleground. And of course, we want to take note that when you're driving further out, well, you're going to add a little bit more to the drive times that I just gave you. But here's what the roads look like. Beautiful scenery all the way through, and it was actually a really peaceful, enjoyable drive. So let's move on and see some other important information you're going to want to know. As we're heading into town here, it is good to know that from 2024 to 2025, well, the population here has increased by 2.08%, with the population coming around now at around 23,232 people. Now, what's good to know is that 89% of the population in Battleground is white alone. 8.5% are two or more races within Battleground. So those are just some of the things regarding the growth and what you're going to find in Battleground as far as demographics. So what's been happening in the small town of Battleground, Washington from when I did my original video back in January of 2023? Starting from this exact point, well, in this video, I'm going to provide a 2025 update regarding the changes that have taken place in Battleground, the growth, where the home values are, schools, and of course, we have to look at homes, right? So we're going to be taking a look at what you can get for your money in the 500s, 600s, or the 700 price points, just like I did in 2023. And we're going to get after it. Shall we get after it? Yep, right now. Battleground may be small, but you have all the conveniences needed. There are plenty of grocery stores such as Fred Meyer's, Walmart, and of course Safeway. But if you're looking for a whole food store, well, that's a little different. You're going to need to go to Salmon Creek for that, but it's only about 20 minutes away. They do have great hyper-local restaurants though, and of course, they have the chain ones as well. And let's not forget the coffee shops and, of course, your local movie theater. When it comes to medical, you do have Kaiser Permanente, Vancouver Clinic, and Battleground Health, just to name a few. What you do need to know, though, is that there is no hospital in the city of Battleground. However, there is one in Salmon Creek known as the Legacy Salmon Creek Hospital, And again, that is only 20 minutes away, so it's not that far at all. Now, what about recreation? When it comes to recreation, well, they have that covered too. I have you here at the Battleground Community Center, also known as Fairgrounds Park. And within this place, you will have a skate and bike park, as well as baseball and softball fields. And let's not forget, because we have a few rainy days, they have beautiful covered areas and a recreation center in which they host all kinds of activities for the residents of Battleground. And now that we covered some of the conveniences, let's go take a look at what type of homes you can get for your money. Holy mother of pearl, it is a little warm out, so I'm gonna just put myself in the shade right here. Okay, so as you could tell when we came into Stonewood Haven, built by none other than D.R. Horton. And in this community, it is an express homes community, which means sometimes you'll have a little bit of more affordable pricing in these type of communities. And that's what you're gonna find on this little gym right here. Believe it or not, look at that. This one right here is 2230 square feet. It actually offers 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms with that lovely little 3-car garage. And it is actually listed at $564,995. So let's just round it to $565,000, shall we? So you can get this home, 2230 square feet, for $565,000. Now, compared to 2023, just so that you know, this one actually offers 200 square feet more, same lot, 0.12 of an acre lot, slightly higher in price, but really not that much. It's $5,000 higher. The only difference is that this home right here, this home sits on the opposite side of 503. So this home in this community, Stonewood Haven, sits on the east side of 503, where the other subdivision sat on the west side. But look at that cute little park there. Isn't that adorable? So it has a cute little park, it's like wrapped around with some nice trees here. So it's really cute community, all in the 500s. So let's go see what we can get for the 600s, and will we actually find that the pricing is the same, meaning you can get a better deal? You might be surprised. So you want to pay attention as we get into looking at the 600s and the 700s, because each price point's a little bit different and each builder may be offering a little bit different items as well. So let's go take a look and see what we can find. Before we head out to our next property, I decided to stop off and talk about the schools here in Battleground. And behind me, you're gonna see Battleground High School, and over on the side is CAM Academy. And here's what you should know. If you're looking for a top-ranking school, Battleground School District may not be the place to look at. Now, I do want to state that it does have a great student-to-teacher ratio of about 18:1, which, isn't too bad, right? Niche.com, for instance, has Battleground schools at an average of a B for that elementary, middle, and high school. And actually, though, CAM Academy, the alternative school, actually comes in at a B+. But if you look at some other sites like US News, it has Battleground ranking at 15.7% out of 100 for college readiness. And of course, they did have better scores in the reading and science, but math was a little on the lower side. And so overall, what I tell my clients is that it's really important to look at several different websites and kind of get an overall feel for what they're saying. Also, it is a great idea to actually read about what some of the parents say about the schools. And then by that time, you might have a little bit more information to make a good decision on whether the Battleground School District is a good school district for you. Now, let's head off to our next property and see what you can get as far as home affordability here in Battleground. are in the community known as Elk Prairie. And if you notice when we came in, this community, it's brand new. Can you also tell that I'm in front of the Laurel, which is the 2264 square foot floor plan that we are finding in the 600s. It's on the corner lot, which happens to be next to a very busy road called Grace Avenue. However, the information I'm going to give you on the property, which is still the Laurel, is going to be on a different lot. So keep that in mind. And that's one of the benefits of getting into a brand new community. A lot of times you'll get better prices if it's right when the community opens. And you sometimes can get better little options or incentives. But some information regarding this price point versus from when I did the video in 2023. Right now, the Laurel, which is a 2264 square foot floor plan, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Of course, it does offer a 3-car garage. This floor plan, it is in the same area, just so that you know, right off of Grace, which is over on the east side of the 503. And it actually has less square footage than the other home I gave you. However, has a larger lot, but the price point is higher. So the price point of this is $630,999,000. So why don't we round it to 631 and call it good, shall we? But what's important to know is that you're going to get a larger lot, you're going to get less square footage back versus the other home, and you're going to have to pay a little bit higher price. And all in the brand new community of Elk Prairie by Taylor Morrison Homes. So the last home that I did in this price point was not built by Taylor Morrison. And so it is important to note that every builder may have different pricing according to maybe around the same square footage. And so that's why it really is important to kind of look at all builders and see what you can get for your money. But let's go and take a look and see what we can get in the 700s, shall we? It's windy out here. Here we are at our last home of the day, the most expensive home being in the 700s. But what do you get for the 700s? And what community are we in? I'm sure you could tell. We were in the community called Sterling Ranch, and it's built by D.R. Horton. And the home behind me happens to be the home that we're looking at today. It offers 2618 square feet, 4 bedrooms plus a loft and 3.5 bathrooms. Now what's nice about this is that this home has a multi-gen ensuite included in it, which means that it has like a little kitchenette, and that ensuite has a separate entrance to where you could really use this for maybe visitors, family returning, or older family members needing to come and have in-home care with you. This home would actually offer it. Comparing this home to the 2023, now this home here has a larger lot. It does have smaller square footage, does have a lower price. However, this is what I want you to note. This is actually more expensive when it's priced per square foot. This is actually $280 a square foot. The home in 2023, you were paying $264 a square foot. So you got more square footage for your money. And this home, of course, we might want to say, well, it does have a, kind of that ensuite ability, so that does have added cost, absolutely. But that's what you want to do, is you want to look and compare not just the price, but where's the price per square foot versus if I purchase today versus maybe waiting until 2026, 2027, hoping that those rates go down. My point is that you can always refinance for your rates. Of course, you do want to make sure to have a plan and talk to your lender about that, but there are strategies behind it. And more importantly, though, you want to get today's prices. So today we looked at 500s, 600s, and 700s, this one being our last community. I hope that you found this video helpful regarding, things within Battleground, information on Battleground. And if you're looking to relocate, I'd love to help you. And so thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I hope you have a great home buying and selling day.